Hey guys, Edward Tong here again. Alright, so I want to talk about setting goals in this video. Now, they're not just setting any type of goals, right? I know a lot of people who set goals that are really not realistic, right? They're, they want to make $1 million next month, right? So not realistic. So, you want to set goals that are realistic and, that's measurable. So what I'm going to talk about in this video is how to set SMART goals, right? Now, in order to get where you want to go, right, you need to clearly define where that is, right? So setting goal is essential for your long-term success. Now, the research has already, shown that there are a direct link between goal setting and business success, right? So, goals give you an outline of what you need to do to achieve your desired results, right? So goals help you focus and help you allocate, your resources efficiently. If you're chaotic and you have nothing planned, then chances are your action's going to be chaotic, right? And also goals help you keep you motivated, right? Keeps you on track, right? So towards your target. Now, just like I said, setting any type of goal is a waste of time, right? Most goals out there are basically a waste of time, right? Now, setting any goal is better than setting no goals at all, right? But you need to be smart about setting, like I said, SMART goals, right? So in order to be effective, you need to set SMART goals, right? SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based, right? Now, don't say that, my goal is to make a lot of money in the industry, and I hear this a lot, right? Or my goal is to make $1 million next month, right? Those are not realistic, and they're not really measurable. They're not they're not time-based, right? So, your goal needs to be as specific as possible, right? They also need to be attainable and realistic. Now, if you've never been in a network marketing business or direct selling or home-based business before, and you have never made, $10,000 a month in your life, right? Don't go out and say, my goal is to make $100,000 next month or $1 million in 6 months, right? That is not realistic. Now, I'm not saying that it's not possible, but it's not really realistic for most people, right? I would say 99% of people cannot, jump from $0 to $100,000 a month in the business that they've never been in, right? So, don't try to set those goals, because if you set those goals, you can also have a negative effect as well, right? Because, if you don't reach those goals, you get demoralized, right? And if you share those goals with people and, and you never reached it, then, you're kind of embarrassed that you even set those goals in the first place, right? So set realistic goals, right? And also, like I said, it has to be time-based, a realistic amount of time, right? I'm not talking about something you throw up in the air, right? So, time-based goals also creates urgency, right? So you also need that as well. All right, so example of SMART goals are, the number of people you're going to contact in the next 5 days, right? So, for example, my goal for the next 5 days or next week, I'm going to contact 10 people on my list, right? So that's a SMART goal. That's realistic, right? Not, to come and contact 100 people in the next 5 days, right? You can contact 100 people in a week, but your quality of the invite, of the contact is not going to be good, right? So you want, the balance between quantity and quality, right? Don't think that you just, play by numbers, right? If I talk to 100 people, somebody's going to say yes, right? Don't play that game, okay? You want quality conversation, quality invites, and quality prospects into your business, right? And quality people, right? Another example is the number of appointments you're going to set up next week, right? So I'm going to say out of those 10 people I talk to, I'm going to set up, 1 or 2 appointments, right? Okay, so number 3 is the number of people you want to sponsor in the next 2 days, right? Okay, or the rank that you want to reach this week or this month or this year, okay? And then the last one is the amount of time you're going to commit to education and self-development, right, in the coming weeks, right, in the coming months or coming days, right? How many books I'm going to read, right? How many seminars I'm going to attend? How many events I'm going to go to? How many presentations I'm going to do, right? Right, so, SMART goals are not lofty goals, right? They're not unrealistic goals, right? And, that sounds impressive. A lot of times people make goals because they think that they need to be impressive, right? I want to make $1 million in 6 months, right? Sounds very impressive, right? But most people will look at you and say, this guy must be joking, right? That's more hype than anything, right? So don't do that, right? Set some realistic goals. As also if you set unrealistic goals, your people who join you, your downlines, right? People who join your team is also gonna start doing the same thing you are, right? They're gonna follow you as a leader. They're going to be also setting unrealistic goals too. And when you do that, your whole organization is going to be demoralized if they don't meet any of those goals. Okay, so you need to set short-term goals, right, with realistic and specific dates. Right, so short-term goals are stepping stones to your medium goals, right? And your medium-term goals are stepping stones to your long-term goals, right? So your short-term goals would be, I want to, schedule 2 appointments in the next week. Right? Your medium goals would be, I want to reach this certain rank in the next month or next 3 months, right? And your long-term goal would be, I want to make this amount of money in a year's time, right? So I want to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month in a year's time. Okay, so those are more realistic, right? All right, so the last thing about SMART goal is that, or any type of goal, is that you need to write it down, right? You can't just say it and that's it, right? Write down your goals. Even better, post it everywhere in your house, right? In the mirror, in the refrigerator. Have it on your computer screen, right? And if you're married, you have family, right? You share those goals with your spouse, right? Share them with their uplines. Share them with your team. Now, when you share your goals with other people, make sure you share your goals with people who actually support you, right? That's the first thing. But also, when you share your goals, right, people who support you will help you along with that goal, especially your spouse, your family, and your uplines, right, or your people on your team, right? Now, one thing I don't recommend is sharing your goals with people who are not supportive of you, right? People who are skeptical, right? Because these people don't really understand what you're doing. And no matter what you do, really, they're not going to support what you're doing in the first place, right? So, just to save your sanity, right, to save your energy, I wouldn't share your goals with any of those skeptical people or people who are not supportive of you. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're on my Facebook page, please like my page if you haven't done so. Or if you're seeing this from my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my channel. All right, see you later.